Hello, my wellness travelers. This is Dragonwolf. This is your collective reading, and this reading is timeless, so whenever you come across it, it will apply then. And this is an interesting energy, this reading. This is something about, we're going to be in the spirit. This is all about spirituality. This is all about you being a spiritual being, connecting with the divine, whatever your belief system is, connecting with the earth and the energy of the creation that we are here. It looks like my hair might be a little crazy right now, so everybody calm down. Here we go. Sometimes we look a little silly. Okay, so again, just spirituality, good energy. This is a good energy. But this is about you doing work. This is about you connecting with your spirit. This is about you tuning everything out of the physical world. We're not in the physical world for this reading. This is all about your spirit, your soul, the divine, the energy that we live in, this entire creation. And again, it's up to your belief system. But from my travels, from my education, and my own belief system, that I feel as though that there's so many things that from all of these places that there's these connections. The connections are, there's an energy, there's a higher power of some kind, there's a creation, there's magic. And yes, magic is energy, and some people may not like that word, but it's magical, it's wondrous. How everything functions here is incredible. And so, of course, as you know, my belief system is God, Jesus, Holy Spirit. And so I do use that terminology, but I also recognize that whomever's watching may have a different belief system. But we all can say that we are a being. We can all say that we have some kind of divinity or divine spark, or this gut, this connection with something outside of ourselves. We can say that. We can say that there are things that just amaze us. Like how did somebody know something? Wait a minute, I was needing this answer, and I read this article and it was the answer. I had a phone call, a text, and it was like, wow, I prayed and here's the answer. I mean, so there's a lot of evidence to support that there is something going on here. This is not just a 2D world, this is a complex structure that is so vast and big that we are a part of. And that's what we're connecting with this week. That's what we're connecting with this month, over the next several months. This reading, I feel as though that it's actually, this can be applicable in your life for the next 6 months. So your spirit is always going to be important. So definitely always be paying attention to it. But this particular reading is about you getting in connection with it. Whatever your walk is, whatever level of spirituality that you've ascended to, whatever your elevation level is, your growth, whatever you are at, it's time to go to the next level. It's time to be paying attention to that. It's time to be getting out of the physical world in your mind, putting it all away, and realizing this part of you needs attention. This part of you needs nurturing. This part of you is calling out for the next level. So we have the Moon Dancer. The Oracle is kind of leading this one this week. And this is the Moon Dancer. And the moon is illuminating and beautiful. But it also casts shadows. It also is in the time of darkness. There's a light inside the darkness. And in the darkness, there's things we can't see. But the light is shining on something that we do need to see. And so there's things that it's going into the subconscious, it's going into the spirit world, it's going into the unknown, the mysteries. Now, the moon can also represent fear and doubt, because it can be a little scary to go into the darkness. It can be scary to see something we don't know. And the spirit world for some people might scare them. But it is a reality. It's part of our universe. There is a spirit world. And you have encountered it, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. You have. You encounter it every day, actually. You encounter the positive, the light, and you encounter the dark, the negative. You do. Every single day. It is happening on this other dimension, but it's like right here. It's right here, and it's right here, and it's right there. It's everywhere. So that's what you're going into. And the moon dancer is you embracing this. Even if you have fear, even if you have doubt, even if you are concerned, know that whomever you pray to, you're protected. You're not going to get harmed. To look inside yourself, look inside your subconscious, go to the spirit world, connect. This is not a bad thing. And the giver, you have a message, you have information that needs to be given to you right now. There is, some believe in spirit guides, some believe in angels, some believe in ancestors, masters, ascended people, whomever you believe is on the spirit plane that would come and speak to you. That individual, that entity wants to come and speak to you, wants to give you a message, wants to give to you. If you believe it's directly from God, Jesus, or Holy Spirit, an angel, hey, that's who it's coming from whomever, passed over loved one, your mom, your dad, whomever you believe would be on the spirit world to deal with you specifically, or who you believe in. They are waiting to talk to you. And this is where you need to open yourself up and allow that. And pray, create a protective space. Whatever works for you to allow yourself to be in this space, in a protective space. Now, yes, I'm a Jesus follower, but I also do certain things on the physical plane to make sure that if I am going to be going into the spirit realm, even in a meditative state, I mean, you're not leaving the physical plane. Your consciousness, your subconscious, your spirit is connecting. You're still in your physical body. You're still sitting in the chair or lying on the ground or whatever it is you're doing, but your consciousness, your spirit is connecting. And I will do a protective circle. I will pray. Depending on what I feel as though that I need to do, I usually allow my spirit to guide me on if I need to have a protective circle or just pray. For protection, make sure that love and light and whom is supposed to speak to me is supposed to speak to me, and nothing of darkness comes in. And these are good practices to have, because when we open ourselves up, there is dark, just like there's light. That's how God created it. Because darkness creates the opposition, creates the pain, creates that which we have to face. So whatever you need to do, that you feel guided to do, whatever that may be, calling on one of your angels to protect you and watch over you, whatever it is, go ahead and do that. And it's time for that message to come through. And the fairy tale, the fairy taleist, the fairy taleist. So what is this? This is a new story, a new fantasy story. And the reason it's coming through as that is because it's coming from the spirit world. So it's beautiful, it's light, it may seem ethereal, it may seem like, wow, it blow your mind, like I can't believe that I had an angel come talk to me. I can't believe Mom from the other side just came to talk to me. So this is like, it's a fantasy, it's a fairy tale, it's got this magical property to it. Now, some people that are watching this may do this regularly. I do this often enough. I need to connect with myself, I need to connect with God and connect with the spirit world when I need to. And it always is just got this magical property to it, amazingness to it that I don't even have words for. And that's why that's coming up. It's because it almost may even feel unreal to you. But it's going to happen. You just need to allow it to happen. And then we have the Sun card. And that is light, that's beauty, that's joy, happiness, blessings, the divinity. This is a great message. This is a message of opening yourself up, working with your spirit. This may be a practice you might want to be doing a little bit more on the regular. It is a very grounding experience, and it honestly brings us back into our authentic self. We are spiritual beings in a physical body, in a physical plane. And if you can hear the vehicle outside with a muffler, the physical world, it's noisy. It separates us from who we really are. We're here to experience this world and all of its trappings and pain and suffering to grow. And I've said it before, and I'll probably say it a million times over the course of these videos, because that is the truth. That is what we're doing here. So you not connecting with your spirit is you keeping a part of who you are locked away. Like you've shoved it in the closet, you've locked the door, and you're just going to ignore that it even exists. So connecting with your spirit, depending again on your spiritual path, your belief system, you may be doing this regularly. If you're going to an institution and praying every week, you may be having that. But sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes we need more. Sometimes we need to really get quiet and just have that personal experience with God, with whomever it is you believe in, and sit with that and just be and allow the divinity to speak to you, to work with you, to give to you, because you are created by the divine. You have a divine spark. You are this. So, in a layman's terms, I guess you could say you're a child of the divine. You are an offspring. There is a connection. And it's time for you to be going and delving into that. And that's what we need to be doing here. That's what this reading is talking about. It is time for you to do this and set up a new practice, set up a monthly, weekly, daily practice to connect. And maybe the connection might be just a deep breathing and connecting with the divine and connecting through the energy through your body and into the earth, and that's it. Maybe it's a daily prayer. Maybe it's a nature walk where you just feel the divine. Whatever it is, going into the spirit realm, going into some kind of meditative state and going into another realm, going into the earth, into a cave to sit and be in the earth. The earth is a beautiful creation and has so much energy and magic in it. It's amazing when you really connect with it. So the other last part of this reading is the evaluator. And this card is saying that with this behavior, with this, you're learning. This is not just a, hey, we're going to hang out and have some tea with whomever shows up, and it doesn't have purpose. It has purpose. And it's for you to evaluate, to review, to take in the knowledge, to take in the wisdom, to deal with whatever symbolism might even come up. It might come from a symbolic place. It might be with the fairy tale. It might come in a story form, but it has importance. So whatever you experience, starting from this reading, as soon as you can start this practice, once, twice, 3 times, 50 times, how many times that you can do this, incorporate this in your life. Once a week, once a day, once a month, whatever. Because you are an authentic spirit with a soul inside the spirit, which is the spirit's got your personality and everything you've experienced. And your soul inside of that is protected by the spirit. And your soul is that divine spark. And it is pure and love and light and no blemish. And it is a powerful, amazing entity that is who you are. That is a divine spark. You are amazing. You are a lovely, beautiful creation. Regardless of whatever your physical life looks like, whatever your physical body looks like, that's irrelevant. You are this divine spark. You are part of the divine. You are a magical and wonderful creation of pure light and love. But again, this world is about pain and suffering. So if you chose certain things in this life, then you're going to experience those certain things. If you chose to have a personality that is more aggressive, dealing more with the dark behaviors and fear, then that's what you wanted to experience and deal with. You may have chosen to have more of a healing and loving and light experience and made that part of your personality and choices. But again, this is all choice. What you worked with God to come here to do, to experience. But regardless of whatever your physical world may look like, regardless of your pain and sufferings, regardless of whatever traumas you have, regardless of if you have a disorder of some kind, if you have an illness of some kind, if you are someone who doesn't get along with people, or someone who is the life of the party, someone who's got a lot of financial issues, someone who is really affluent and got a lot of wealth, somebody who is this, somebody who's that, none of that matters. You are that divine spark. You are that love and light, and that's never going to change because that is who you are. And that is what this reading is about, is connecting with that and doing so more regularly in your life. Because remembering who we really are really does help us deal with this place so much, so much. And this is Dragonwolf. And I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that this gave you a good direction with your growth, with remembering who you really are and connecting with it. Please subscribe, hit the like button, notifications, follow me on Instagram, go to my website, check out my services. You can set up a personal reading and check out my artwork. I think it's pretty good, but just take a look. I love you, and until next time.